Hello, everybody, and good evening. Welcome to Planet LIZZDOM. I am learning how to use my streaming app still, and I started playing the background music while we were doing the introduction. But hey, you know what? I'll have a good chat with my production team afterwards. I'm so happy to see you guys. It is episode 4 of season 2. Can you believe it? We're almost through January. That happened so fast. I'm so excited. And you know what, guys? I'm really excited for tonight's guest. He is one of New York's favorite mentalists, and I've just learned that he's also known as the Unconventionalist, and I'm so interested to find out what that's all about. So guys, I want you to give a very warm welcome to the amazing and really cool Tommy Burnett. Hi Tommy, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you, Liz?
Good, welcome to the show. I'm so happy to see you.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. We already have people in the comment section. Guy, this show is about you guys, so please tune in, turn on, and take part and ask Tommy questions. Thanks,
Yeah,
Catherine.
please. Yeah.
Now, Tommy, for those who may not know, where exactly are you hailing from tonight?
I live and work in New York. New York City, to be more precise, and I live in Astoria, New York. Which
In
is,
Astoria, okay.
yeah, Queens, for anyone in the know.
Yes, I know all about Queens. Coming to America is one of my favorite films.
Mine too. I love coming to America. Coming to America too wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It was a different experience.
It was. It was. I mean, for what it wasn't bad.
Absolutely. Actually, you know what? I mean, rest in peace, Louis Anderson, you know.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah.
He's never going to get to washing lettuce. For those who know.
Right.
Now, I love origin stories, and the way that I met you actually was through my boyfriend, Mysterion. He was a guest on your show, which I want to plug right off the top because it was absolutely excellent. It is a show called Magic and Mysticism that's live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch every Friday.
Yeah.
Now, tell us all about that. I mean, you're a mentalist and a talk show host.
Yep. Well, Mysterion is a mentalist as well, and somebody I wanted to meet for a long time, and it was a real pleasure to have him on the show. Thank you, Ado. It's good to be here. Um, I I originally got into doing a podcast because I had been hit by a van while walking my dog.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, luckily the dog wasn't hurt at all. But I had some um, pretty major injuries. I was laid up for about 8 weeks. And rather than feeling sorry for myself, I decided to do a podcast thinking that nobody nobody would want to be on the show, and B, nobody would want to watch. And now we're in season 3, and
Wow.
I've had people like Mysticism, people like uh, Swamp Farquhar. I've had people like my mentor, Kenton Nepper. I've had a lot of real heavy hitters on the show, and I've been incredibly lucky and fortunate to have so many wonderful guests.
That's just
Um,
fantastic.
yeah.
Now,
Um,
with magic and mysticism, for those of us who are not in the magic world but enjoy it, I have to say when I was watching your episode with Mysterion, you make it very approachable for anyone who isn't music or magically inclined. And do you find a lot of folks feel that way?
yeah. Well, the one comment I get more than anything else from a guest is along the lines of, I was really surprised, but I had a lot of fun. You made me feel very comfortable on the show, and I really appreciate that. And I try and when I meet somebody for the first time, I try and act as if I've known them my whole life. So that kind of um, helps get people to warm up fairly quickly. Something I learned from being a mentalist. Um, and for anyone who doesn't know what a mentalist is, um, the easiest way to put it is I'm I'm like I'm like a magician, except I don't use any props, or
Okay.
or or the props that I use are pieces of paper and people's mind. So um, yeah, that's the best way to put it, I think. Um, so yeah,
Well, I
uh,
have to say, you are so incredibly approachable. From the moment that I've met you, I feel completely at home and relaxed with you. In fact, I had to cut off our conversation a few times because we were going through all the good stuff pre-show.
yeah.
You're just very, very easy to talk with.
Thank you.
What brought you to mentalism? Like, I love aha moments and origin stories. Like, where exactly did you start in your life and go, "Hey, I like this"?
Well, unlike a lot of people, I started out in magic. No, that's a joke because most people start out in magic and then switch. But I didn't fully switch over to mentalism until maybe the last 20 years or so of my career and my life. Um, so I guess I have been doing magic since I was like 5 years old, and did my first paying paying gig. Well, didn't pay a lot. Paid like $25, but I was like 9 years old, and
That's a lot of money.
so $25 um, in let's see 1970 was a lot of money for a 9 year old. So yeah, real life mind for kids, right? Yeah, and So yeah, so I got started young, but I always felt like there was something missing, and I didn't quite know what it was. And it wasn't until um, years later that I realized that I felt as good as I am. I felt like I was a phony because I was doing tricks, and I wanted to do it for real. So
Hey.
um, now I'm not saying I'm a psychic, and I'm not saying I have any special powers, but what I do is not a trick. So um, I think that's what differentiates me from like a magician.
Now, I always talk about, pre-COVID, during COVID, after COVID. Pre-COVID, I imagine, you were performing all over New York City, all around the country, in
Mhm,
person with folks.
mhm.
When was the first lockdown for you?
Well, let's see. Around between March and April of 2019, so uh, almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What were you doing when that happened?
I I was working working a lot. Um, I mean, for me a lot. I never really wanted to do too many shows because I have family, I have pets, and so But I did want to make a living, and um, so I was doing anywhere between 5 or 6 shows a week, and within a period of 3 days, I lost 15 gigs in the 3 days, and I was like, "Uh oh, this is not good."
Yeah.
Especially when I predicted that the whole pandemic was only gonna last for a couple of weeks,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
2 weeks to flatten the curve.
yeah, yeah. Um, luckily, I luckily I didn't post that anywhere, so I don't have, there's no written proof that I actually said that. But uh, um, yeah, so um, I had luckily I had a background in film editing and uh, the whole Zoom thing came pretty naturally to
That was
me.
going to be my next question. Okay.
See, see, you
Ah,
know.
yeah.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
obviously your learning curve was already like this, and you
Yeah.
were used to using that technology. Um, did you find yourself to be one of the first few people to jump on that trend?
Not right away, actually. Because I was still in the under the belief that it wasn't going to last too long. Unlike again. Yeah, hang on for a second.
So you believe that? Sorry, your feed got a little choppy. If I heard you correctly, you didn't believe that the virtual performing element was going to last very long.
That's correct. Um, and I'm going to change my camera here for a minute.
I know
Uh,
OBS sometimes likes to delay things. Guys, for those
yeah,
of you who are watching, technology is such a funny mistress. You can use her a million times, but every now and again she'll decide at the wrong moment to be finicky.
yeah. It's funny. It's been working fine all week, and then today I've been having trouble. So let me try this again here.
Of course.
Um, and I
Oh,
really apologize for this. Um, but can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay. I just want to
Um,
play with the audio a little bit because now all of a sudden there's a little bit of a feedback. Interesting. Okay.
that's interesting.
Guys watching out there, how does it sound to you? Because I can kind of hear, I can hear myself in duplicate a little bit better now.
How about now? Do I sound better now?
You sound pretty good, actually. You sound pretty good. By the way,
Uh,
Catherine wants to let you know that she was so sorry to hear that you had been in that accident. So she just
thank
wanted to
you.
kind of send her love and reach out to you and kind of, let you know that she feels for you for sure.
Thank you.
Um,
I appreciate that. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go and use my. So forgive
yeah,
the edge of the frame here, but it's more important for you to be able to see it. So,
absolutely. And you know what? I mean, here's what I love about Planet LIZZDOM, because we're all about connection. We're all about the rawness and realness of life, because I am definitely not a toxic positivity person. So a moment like this is actually not a tragedy or a game changer, or a moment wrecker. This is real life. We're doing a show, and
yeah,
equipment has just arbitrarily decided to not cooperate. And guess what? We can see your background of your home, and I can see you have some great photos there.
yeah,
I'm not sure who that. I went to point to the screen like you can see what I'm pointing at. Who is that person there?
this guy here is a guy named Channing Pollock, who was a phenomenal card manipulator, among other things. He was a magician, but really good at manipulating cards. Um, yeah, I have a whole bunch of photos behind here, but uh, I was trying to be professional.
I love it. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we are all working on a budget of zero. You
Yep,
know, um,
yep,
this is my home in the background. I just had to remove some Lego that I didn't notice until
yep.
now. Not that it's really a problem to have it there, but it is what it is.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
You just kind of go with the flow. Now Nathan's telling me
yeah.
that okay, we sound good again. All right, thank you guys.
Okay, good. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
There was one interview I did where we both had to actually wear our earbuds because there was just echo that we couldn't reconcile on either end.
Yeah, yeah, that's happened to me too.
Even though StreamYard has an echo cancellation, it happens. What would you say? Like, again, this is season 3 for you.
Yeah,
Doing your show on the same platform. What are some of the most interesting or exciting episodes that you've had so far?
that's good, right?
Ooh,
Um, but I was
woo!
hoping, I was hoping my other camera would be better, but it's too late. Okay,
I took the blue
so
pill and the red pill at the same time.
here we go. Here we go. Well, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Oh, sure. I was going to say, in the 3 seasons that you have done now with your podcast on StreamYard, what are some of the most exciting and interesting episodes and interviews that you've had?
Well, I mean, I am going to say Mysticism, but it's not because he's your boyfriend, but but because he and Scott are people that I look up to and have been following their careers at least for a decade now, and that was definitely a big one. Mark Salem, who is also a mentalist, um, was a big one for me. Captain Nepper, my 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 mentor and friend. Um, that, that was my third episode in, and very deep conversation with him. Um, and there really hasn't been a bad episode. I'm really thankful that my guests have been able to um, carry the show for me. I really, most of the time, sit back and let them talk. And occasionally I'll go, oh, wow. you know? Um, but it's, yeah. So uh, I can honestly say I haven't had one bad episode.
Well, that's really good. That's a great track record. Do you do your episodes every week?
Yeah, for the most part, they're every Friday at 3 p.m. unless the guest can't make it at that hour. We're gay. Like uh, um, Jeff McBride was on the show um, season two, I believe, and he had to do it on a Monday at 8 p.m. So we do it on Monday at 8 p.m. and um, I recorded it and played it on the following Friday. So, but as a rule, every Friday at 3. Tomorrow, though, it'll be at 5 p.m. I have
Yes.
a lovely woman named Tanya Solomon who is absolutely hysterical and really good magician, and I'm really looking forward to talking with her at great length.
No, that's wonderful. I have to say, I'm very impressed with the production quality and your branding. Having done my homework and going through all of your media, I was really happy to see from an artist standpoint and a marketing standpoint that you are very branded with your look. From a very, very nerdy angle, what brought you to doing a blue background with a yellow font?
Um, that's a really good question. I have a stupid answer though. Um, I like it.
Okay, okay, that is totally
I,
fine.
I use uh, um, oh yeah, I agree. Woohoo! I love NLC.
Jim's
Oh,
one of our top guests, absolutely a
come
top
on,
uh,
no,
audience
really?
member.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jim. Yeah, I love NLC. Um, I use a website called Canva
Hmm.
um, to do all my media now, and they have really good stuff on there. I really recommend it to anyone. Um, Canva.com. Um, but yeah, I went through some different backgrounds, and that the background was already pre-made. It's just um, oh cool, Kevin. Yeah, hi Kevin. Thanks for watching, buddy.
Hi,
Um,
Kevin.
the open mic magic show is based in the UK,
Oh,
and
very
um,
cool.
yeah, they do a weekly open mic every Wednesday at 8 p.m. UK time,
Oh,
which,
wow.
which is 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and
Oh, wow.
I'll let you figure out the rest.
I think it's past Kevin's bedtime. I think it's probably about 1 or 2 in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah. Well, it's 8. So yeah, it's about 1:20 for him. 1:20 in the morning. Um,
Wow.
yeah, and
Okay, well, thank you.
yeah. Well, I want to thank Kevin. 'Cause Kevin helped me. Um, well, I don't know how much he helped, but he helped me do a lot of things. But one thing was to join the Celsius Magic Circle in in London. Um, so hopefully one day I'll be part of the Big Magic Circle, which is one of the three oldest magic fraternities in the world. Um, but
Wow.
it's neither here nor there. Um, ask me another question.
All right. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I have
By the way, feel free to say, Tommy, shut up and answer the question.
Tommy. Don't ever shut up, but answer the question. Um, I know I'm having such a great time with you. I'm trying to stay focused as well, but I have to say that I love that you're so open to the moment. I think as a performer, you really do kind of have to go with the flow and go where the moment takes you. And I think it's really wonderful that, through a medium like this, you can make friends with everyone internationally. For example, Jim and Nathan, who are watching tonight, are from out of the East Coast in Connecticut, very,
Oh,
very
cool.
much your neighbors.
Yeah.
I have friends watching from Christchurch, New Zealand. I think this morning. They're about 14 hours ahead. I have friends who are watching from Costa Rica right now,
Wow.
from Vancouver. It's really neat how we can all kind of just tune in at the same time, just at
Yeah.
different times of day,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
No, I haven't, Jim. I haven't been to the New York City Tattoo Convention.
Oh, very cool. No, I have
Yeah.
not either, actually.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was one. But I do have tattoos. Uh,
That's
and,
right. What is that? Is that a lizard?
yeah, it's a lizard, and then over here I have a crow.
Oh, that's great.
And over here I have a wolf.
Oh, nice.
And then I have some other ones, but
They say tattoos are like chips. You can't just have one.
that's
You know,
it. Yeah.
I have many, but I'm in my skeleton pajamas, so I am not going to show you.
Yeah.
I'm in my pajamas. Kevin's past his bedtime. We're doing really great.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, okay. I used to go to Roseland Ballroom when I was a teenager. They used, they used to have roller skating there at the Roseland Ballroom.
Oh, very cool.
It's not good anymore. They shut it down. But lots of events over the years.
Yeah, it's possible that you guys might have crossed paths.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we might have. Yeah. I'm sorry, what?
Like, do you find that happens a lot? Do you find you'll meet somebody and they'll say, you know what, we were in the same room at the same time or the same events?
Yep, I actually ran into somebody who I haven't seen in over 40 years, and she remembered me like that. Now, probably because she recognized my speech impediment, but I don't care. Yeah, it does happen to me a lot. Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool. I honestly love when that happens because it reminds me that the world isn't so big after all, because it can feel so daunting. It can feel so alienating sometimes. But then when you connect with somebody and you realize, well, we were in the same room at the same time. Maybe we were meant to get to know each other, just not at that moment.
Yeah.
Just something I would like to explore. But first I need to play 2 commercials and then we'll come back.
Please, yes.
Your checking account.
Wait, there we go.
Hey, spooky friends!
I'm Dr. Mysterion.
I'm Catherine the Great.
Come join us on our new podcast, Hey, Spooky Friends.
Available on Spotify and Anchor.
All things paranormal, spooky,
Weird.
and somewhat bothersome.
That's you.
I think that's me. So we'll see you and you'll hear us
Yeah, both.
on our new podcast. See you then.
Hey everyone! Planet LIZZDOM now has a Patreon. Your help will allow Liz to make the show even bigger, cover costs, and help bring on celebrity guests. Go to patreon.com/Planet LIZZDOM and pledge now.
Well, I just learned something very valuable. When you play a video, the background music does not go away.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, that was good to know. Yeah.
Well, it's funny with the Stream Deck being digital on the side, you want to be able to touch everything really quickly, but you have to scroll at the same time. Like, it is such a hand ballet that nobody else gets to see. You can relate, but everybody else, I'm literally doing this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's just wild. Yeah, I feel like a DJ. Actually, you know what? Let's play that video that I played by accident because you've been doing a lot of TikTok actually, and I want to show everybody kind of what the flavor of what you do is. I love it.
Your checking account available balance is $12,617,290.56.
I love that because that's what it should be.
Yeah.
I love your TikToks, guys. You got to go check it out because I mean, most of your TikToks are stitched, so you'll interact
Right,
with folks,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
and I like that you're salty on your TikToks. Oh my gosh, guys, you got to check your voiceovers. I'm like, Tommy Burnett. That's a little bit blue. I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, and I'm starting to learn a little more about niche marketing. Everybody has to have their niche,
Mhm.
especially with, social media.
Yeah, yeah.
When you're doing your TikToks, how much of Tommy Burnett, the mentalist, and Tommy Burnett, the personality show up there?
Ooh, that's a good question. I tried doing lives um, on TikTok where I would do either message or mind reading or a little bit of both, and I would have people come through, um, but I felt like it was a lot of work for very little payoff for me. Um, so I've done a couple of magic videos, which really surprised me. Got got like over 1,000 likes. Um, but um, things that if I had seen them, I would have been like, "What is this guy doing?" Um, but most of my TikToks are I do them because I like the soundbite that they're
Yeah.
using, and so I will either borrow the sound or I will stitch onto somebody else's video. Um, like I did one. I did one the other day about a young lady was complaining that why there's so many other people um, give watch what do you call it blind watching or
Oh, blind react.
blind react, yeah, but they're not doing anything. So all I did a blind react where all I was doing was this.
That's beautiful. Oh
Uh,
my god.
um,
Oh, that's so funny.
uh,
It must be hard to hold a straight face though, because you are doing a blind react. Like you don't
right,
know what they're gonna
yeah,
play.
right. Well, yeah. So in cases like that, it's really not a blind react. I watch it so I know what to expect, and then I go back and then I record it. Um, but but for a real blind react, yeah, I, I usually can't keep a straight face.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's a really interesting medium, and I'm always just so, fascinated by the personality versus the performer, and as a performer, I'm so happy that you're finding different ways to continue to perform. I really wanted to show this because I think it's so cool. If you guys go to tommyburnett.com, I love that this is the first screen on your website.
thanks.
You know,
Yeah,
it says
yeah,
everything that I need to know about you, and it's so powerful. As is this poster actually.
I love that poster. Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it. Believe in yourself.
yeah.
The man who knows too much. That's not possible. You can't possibly know too much, or can you?
Well, I don't know if you can see. I took it down. Um, this guy Alexander, um, his moniker was the man who knows. And
Yeah.
now after he passed away, now there's another guy, really good, wealthy guy, Alan New, who he uses the same moniker. So actually I I did it as a joke. because there's a Alfred Hitchcock movie called The Man Who Knew Too Much,
Yeah.
right? And so it was really a weekend nod to Alfred Hitchcock. Um, but it stuck with me, along with the Unconventionalist.
Yes. Tell me about that. What is an unconventionalist?
Well, I'm not conventional. I nothing I do is conventional. Um, and so my act is a little weird. I'm a little weird, and I'm okay with that. Um,
Well, I know you were starting to show me a few things before we went live to air. It is what you were showing me part of what you do usually.
on Zoom or stream, like yeah. Um, it's weird because you were asking me before about the transition from live to virtual. A lot of people have had a really hard time um, transitioning because they're used to having the human contact and being able to hear reactions. Um, and a lot of people don't like the you know ASL sign language for applause. Um, but I've studied ASL for like almost 7 years, so I know sign language. So when somebody knows like that, I know what I know what it means. But um, some performers don't like doing it virtually. I thought it was cool because there's some things that I can do virtually that I can't do live, and there's some things that I can do live that I can't do virtually. So it there are a lot of pluses and minuses to it, but I've been fairly successful, so I have no complaints.
Well,
And with a very low budget.
yes. Well, I mean, I think at the end of the day, you don't have to, you know, blow your life savings for an effect.
Right.
In,
Right.
I live by the acronym KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. It doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. It really doesn't. I would love to see some of what you can do. I know you were working
Yeah.
with the cards before we started earlier tonight.
Yes. Yes. So I have two things that I'd like to show you. One is more of a mind reading effect, and one is more of a personality reading. So like with tarot cards, but instead of tarot cards using cards with words on them that have meaning, right?
Okay.
Okay, so um, we'll do the mind reading one first. Um, but actually, I just got I just got something just came to me. I'm going to write something down here. I think it's I think this is going to be for the second half. So I'm going to let's see if I can do this. Okay, I'm going to leave that up front.
Perfect.
Okay, and then okay. So uh, I have these cards here that have different symbols on them. Pardon me. They're all different. Um, yeah, I'll just show you a couple of them. But they are all different. Right?
Okay.
And the idea here is that these are as a rule, they're used by parapsychologists, uh, to see if you can test somebody's ESP, right?
Okay.
Or psychic ability. Now, I happen to believe in psychic ability, and there are a lot of mentalists who don't believe in it, and I'm like, then why are you pretending to be a mind reader? So it doesn't make any sense. If you don't believe in it, why are you doing it? But that's neither here nor there. I happen to believe in it, and this is my take on it. So we're gonna do this three different ways. I'm gonna write down three different ideas. I'm not gonna use the word prediction because um, it's not really. I don't like the word prediction, mostly because that's what everybody else uses. But the first thing we're gonna do is um, you can see the image and I can see the image, and I'm going to deal them down, and you should say stop anytime you want.
Okay. Stop.
Now, we'll stop at three images. Do you want the one on the table, the one in my left hand, or the one on top of the rest of the cards?
The one in your left hand.
This one here, the triangle. Okay, so let's put that there. And now, oh, let's see, we'll write, okay, all right, and so that will be here. Okay, so now the second one only you are going to see, and I'm going to take my glasses off, which makes me legally blind for your entertainment pleasure,
Oh, wow.
and I'm going to look away. Okay,
Okay.
and you can trust me. I won't. I'm not going to peek. I don't have any monitors over here or over here, and my dog is asleep, so he can't whisper in my ear. Um, so let's see how we're gonna do this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna dribble the cards in my hand, and again you just say stop, and then I will show you wherever you stop at. Okay,
Okay. Stop.
okay, right here, that one
Okay.
in. Okay, and I'm gonna take that one out, and I'm gonna place it down on the table. And for the last one, um, the last one neither one of us is gonna see. Um,
Okay.
okay, and well, no, it's not true. Oh, yeah, no, we're gonna do it like, yeah, I'm gonna riffle through these like
Okay.
that, and you say stop whatever you want,
Stop.
okay, like that, and I want you to just remember that one.
Okay.
Okay, you see it?
I see it.
Okay, and I'm just gonna take that one and place it on the table like so. So we have the first one was the triangle, and what I had written down was a triangle.
Okay.
The second one, let's see, oh, okay, interesting. The second one, I believe that was the one that you stopped me at face up, right? And
Yeah.
yep, it was right here.
Oh, wow.
And the last one, oh, interesting. Okay. Well, is that what you stopped me at?
There was a star. Yes.
But it wasn't that short, was it? I feel
No,
like
it didn't have a square around it.
yeah, I think you didn't have. I think I pulled out the wrong one because there's only one of each of these. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, that makes sense because mine is like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, um, I want to come back to this. Okay, um, these are I got these at like a 99 cent store. I really like these. They have different words that have to do with like human behavior. Um, and they're all different. Knowledge, hope, healthy, kindness, love, right? They're all different. Yeah.
Mhm.
And let's give these a little mix and give it a cut. Now, if you were here with me, I would have you do it, but I'm going to ask you to suspend your belief a little bit, and I have no reason to be dishonest here. Um, but I'm going to cut the cards, and I'm going to ask you: you want me to cut them high, or you want me to cut them around the middle?
Oh, cut them high.
Cut them high, okay? Is that good, or a little higher?
No, that's pretty good. I like it.
Okay, so let's see. Ooh, okay, so we cut through attention. Now,
Okay.
I'm getting the feeling, Liz, that attention. Okay, so first of all, the first cut has to do with the conscious mind. Okay, and the conscious mind is all about protecting the subconscious mind, and the reason for that is the subconscious mind believes anything it was told, right? And so essentially, if you didn't have a conscious mind, somebody can say, "Oh, if you jump off the roof, you'll survive," and you will believe them. So that's why we have a conscious mind to say, "No, we have gravity. We have, if I jump, I'm going to hit the ground and I'm going to die." Right? So, um, well, this is telling me that attention is very important to you. Not attention on you, but paying attention, right? So everything you're very detailed. You're very you do your homework. You um, and this is all coming from the conscious mind. You're very attention to detail. You pay attention to others maybe more than you do to yourself, but um, probably not to your detriment. But um, I would I would I would watch that. Um, Now, if we cut a little deeper, um, okay, a little try around here. Would you like me to cut a little deeper or drop a couple of cards?
Drop a couple of cards.
Okay. Okay. Now we can. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that takes us to joyful. Now this is the subconscious mind, which I believe is down here around your gut. All right, it's in your central nervous system, and this is telling me that as a person, your main goal in life is to be joyful and to spread joy to others in as many ways as possible. And obviously, one way is through your podcast. Um, but I mean, you said this about me, but I'm going to put it right back to you that you make me feel very comfortable on this show, and I feel like there's it's probably one reason why your show is already becoming so popular and I think it's great. Now, here's the thing: is if we spread this, most people don't realize is that there are three parts of the mind:
Okay.
conscious mind, subconscious mind, and then there's the super conscious mind, which is connected to everything,
Okay.
right? Like connected to the universe. Now, some people don't believe that, and that's okay. I think there's some scientific credibility that, that proves there is a superconscious mind, but that's just me. Now, what happens here is if we spread this cause out to the very first face down part, which would be this one here.
Okay.
Okay? And again, if you were here with me, you could be doing all of this yourself, right? Um, ah, look at that.
Oh.
Now, wow, I'm actually getting goosebumps. I don't know if you can see that.
I've got goosebumps.
But I really do have. I'll tell you why in a second why I have goosebumps. Um, purpose is like is like one of the most important things a human being can have, and when you lose purpose, it's one of the most dreadful things that can
Yeah.
happen. And I've, like most people, have gone up and down in life with this idea in mind. I've had purpose, I've lost purpose, I've gotten my purpose back, right? But this is really weird. Now, this has been here the entire time. I haven't touched it. I didn't know exactly why I wrote this down, but I actually did write the word purpose.
Whoa. I'm shivering. That's really cool.
I know.
Gosh.
I mean, I literally have.
Wow.
Really
And
have. Well, this is really. I will. If you give me an address after the show, I will. I will send this to you.
I would
Um,
be honored.
yeah. So sorry that went on a little bit long, but yeah.
Wow. You're blowing everybody's mind. Everybody's like writing all these amazing comments. Tommy, that's amazing. Wow. Like Napoleon Wilson again. He was actually my very first guest for Planet Lisdom as Max Explosion. He's the lead singer of a really great band called Blood Opera that I encourage everybody to check out. He's saying Beyond the Beyond. He's loving this.
Taking the point.
Wow, that was amazing, Tommy. I look forward to seeing you in person, perform. You have some really great posters, on your website, and you can be seen at Coney Island. You can be seen on actually America's Got Talent. Like that is how good you are.
I
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm blown away. Like purpose, absolutely. That is the reason to get up out of bed every morning. It's
Yeah.
a heck of a thing.
Yeah.
It really, really is. Now, I want to go back to your podcast again, guys. I want you to tune in this Friday at 5 p.m. on StreamYard, on YouTube, sorry, via StreamYard on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook as well. If you go to Tommy Burnett's page on Facebook, I believe you can actually you can sign up. Is that how you can do it?
There's a link on my Facebook page, which is Tommy Burnett Magic. And there will be a link that will take you to another Facebook page, and,
Perfect.
or a Facebook group rather. And in that group, there will be the video playing. The live,
Okay. Well, I'm going to share that to make sure everybody can tune in for that episode on tomorrow. Actually, that's going to be tomorrow. No, wait, is that
yes,
tomorrow?
yes, it
I
is.
forgot what day it was.
I know.
Tomorrow, the 28th.
I should also say every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. I host and produce a virtual magic show, the magic variety show that has performers from all around the world, including me, and we've been doing it for a couple of years now, and I kind of took it over, and now we have a pretty big fan base, and it's free. And if people want to donate, there's a little button that you can donate by buymeacoffee.com. And yeah, there you go. Yeah, Tuesday April to America. Yeah, yeah.
And they can find that through your page as well.
Yes, that will be on my Facebook page as well, or they can go to ticketsource.com. .us/virtual magic show. Let's see that.
How do I type it out? How do I write it?
www.ticketsource.us/virtual magic show. That's the actual link that will take you, and you register for a spot. Yeah, I'm sorry, not shows, source, SOURCE, ticket source. I know it's hard with my my speech impediment.
No, that's okay, and it's part of my hearing impediment.
Yeah. Hang on, let me type it in here. Ticket.
Yeah, see if you can put it up because I'm not hearing it right. Because of this pandemic, I actually I didn't realize that I was lip reading as much as I was until I couldn't.
Oh wow, yeah. So I put it in the private chat. It's ticket source, all one word, and the rest of it was good.
Oh, there we go. Ticket source. Oh my goodness, my hearing is terrible. Ticket source.
No. That's like the hardest. That's like one of the hardest words for me to say because it has two S sounds in it. Yeah. S is hard. There we are. Yep.
Well, you know what? It was worth it because we've made sure and clarified, and we know that that's exactly how folks can get to your wonderful show every Tuesday at 6. But tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Everybody go tune in for Magic and Mysticism. Your show is absolutely wonderful, and I'm really, really excited every time it pops up in my feed because I always subscribe and hit that bell to remind me so that I never get a chance to forget. Technology reminds me.
Yeah, I gotta say, I really like your show too. I like the way how you open it up with a little ad about you know, I'm gonna have to do something like that too. I do have an opening video.
I did it all with Canva.com. You've got Canva. It's so easy to use.
Yeah. I just made the opening. I just redid the opening video and closing video for tomorrow, and it took no time whatsoever.
Well, I look forward to watching it, and you're going to see me in the comments tomorrow. Tommy, I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. I've had so much fun. I've got goosebumps, and I'm going to send you my address so I can.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Love my guests.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yes.
Yeah, no, I have goosebumps for that, and I'm going to put that on my my inspiration board and probably do a TikTok about it, which I hope you'll stitch.
Oh, I definitely will.
There's the invitation right there.
I'm so happy to find you and Mysterion on TikTok. I love both of your videos. So great.
Thank you very, very much. Oh, everyone's liking my pajamas. Yes, guys, I'm wearing pajamas.
Well,
Why? Because it's a pandemic and I can. Tommy, thank you so much for being my guest. I look forward to seeing you in the future. I hope to have you back on again. You've been
oh,
absolutely lovely.
absolutely. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
Anytime.
so much. And stick around. I'll say hi. I want to chat with you after we close. So don't go away.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye. Guys, thank you so much for an amazing episode. I love every time you hop in the comments section because you guys make the show so amazing. And man, every week is a whole new adventure and you guys really make it so easy to do a show with you. You know, even when it goes sideways, it's still a lot of fun and you guys are so giving and so welcoming and I really appreciate that. I always love to plug my friends and I want to encourage you guys to go over to Twitch to check out archived episodes or syndicated episodes of Planet LIZZDOM because we are syndicated on Twitch now. And there's a couple of other friends who are on Twitch that I'm going to advertise in the near future, so stick by. One of them actually was my friend Rochelle Squiddings Marcoux, who was a guest last season. She actually started doing a live to air Twitch stream of her painting. So I want to kind of cross promote and encourage you guys to go check it out. I will have a URL ready next week. If you do love what I'm doing, please head on over to patreon.com/Planet LIZZDOM. You know, as my patron, you help me to pay the bills with my streaming, with my editing, with my internet. You know, the show is for you guys, and any little bit is always, always welcome. We have a lot of great guests coming up. I don't even know where to begin. I like to keep it a secret until just a few days before because I want to keep you guys excited and engaged. So as always, I encourage you to tune in, turn on, and take part because right now you really never know who's going to land right here on Planet LIZZDOM. So stay warm, guys. Be well, and I'll talk to you soon. I love you. Bye.